This is my LG TV. It's a $3,000 television. LG advertises their OLED product as having exceptional blacks and contrast viewing in it. It gives a great picture, but look at that screen now. You'll notice there's a lot of distortions on that screen. What LG doesn't tell you is their television is highly susceptible to burn-in. What is burn-in? Well, burn-in is any time you watch high contrast images on your screen for prolonged periods of time. Well, exactly what does that mean? I personally was under the impression it was for gamers who had high contrast images and they simply forgot to turn the television screen off and left it sitting there. But high contrast images can be almost anything on a television screen. For instance, if you watch cable news programs, those indicators at the bottom of the screen that tell you what station you're on, like Fox or NBC or MSNBC or CNN, those things are always in boxes and the letters are highlighted around a whitish screen or a high contrast screen. Things like breaking news or any types of alerts, or if you're watching sports programs, it would be things like the stat boxes that stay on the screen for long periods of time. If you watch your television with those on there constantly or day after day, or simply general television viewing, they're eventually going to show up. And they're going to show up as smears that can be seen on the screen. Those smears will vary in appearance depending upon the background color of your screen. But if you're looking at my screen, you'll notice there's some very significant ones. That really very distinctive dark spot there is actually part of the NBC peacock. And over here we see some geometric figures, but underneath it, when the screen color is appropriate, and you can actually tell it represents CNN, down in this area oftentimes I can see in light color variations MSNBC, and then these other greenish smears you see across the screen. Well, this one over here, if the background color is appropriate, you can tell that it says breaking news. I can't see it at the moment, but I'll let the color variations continue and eventually those will probably show up for you. And notice as the screen gets more and more green, I can't see those at all. What those two spots are down here are probably also part of the NBC peacock. It is almost impossible to watch television on an LG TV without observing for periods of time, like 30 minutes, an hour, a couple hours a day, or if you leave your television on just so you can hear what's going on, you're going to get some burn-in. LG doesn't tell you about this, but they do specifically put in their warranty, they don't cover image burn-in. So they're selling a product that they know is susceptible to image burn-in, but they're not going to cover it for you. Now, I did put in for a warranty repair, but when I read in the warranty and from other people that LG was not going to fix this, and I was especially convinced with the fact that my brother had his television looked at. His is basically doing the same thing mine is doing. And they denied repair for him. And I know because the warranty on my television says the same thing. I'm not going to get warranty coverage for this thing. I just think that LG has been very deceptive to its television purchasers because they know that television is going to be show burn-in at some point in time. Look at that over there. Isn't that really neat the way they have that burn-in? That's saying breaking news. And if you're a news channel junkie and you watch a lot of those cable news channels, don't leave that thing on hardly at all, which of course means why do you have it in the first place? LG, you should replace and repair every one of those television sets you sold. You should be ashamed of yourself for this deceptive practice. Buyer beware. LG television, OLED televisions are simply not ready for the consumer. Neither is LG for that matter. Thank you.